exploded now. Ivan Toney wants Premier League return and Tottenham are ready to make it happen this January. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, Ivan Toney is pushing for a sensational return to the Premier League in January, with Tottenham currently leading the race to bring the English striker back from Saudi Arabia. After a prolific spell at Al-Ahli, where Toney has scored 38 goals in just 54 appearances, the 28-year-old now looks ready to return to England, a move largely motivated by his determination to secure a spot in England's 2026 World Cup squad. Sources close to the player have confirmed that Toney is eager to make a comeback to top-flight English football, believing that a move back to the Premier League is the only way to truly catch the eye of national team manager Thomas Tuchel. Despite performing well in Saudi Arabia, the striker knows that competing weekly in one of Europe's elite leagues carries far more weight when it comes to international selection. Tottenham's interest in Toney is not new. The Spurs hierarchy, including head coach Thomas Frank, who previously managed the forward during his successful spell at Brentford, have remained long-term admirers of the player. Frank is understood to be personally involved in discussions, maintaining direct contact with Toney as the club prepares an official approach. The pair share a strong professional relationship, with Frank having played a crucial role in Toney's rise from the Championship to Premier League stardom. The proposed deal is expected to be structured as a loan with an option to buy, similar to the arrangement Tottenham recently made for Joao Palhinha's move from Bayern Munich. Spurs believe this flexible format could appeal to Al-Ahli, who are reluctant to lose their top scorer permanently mid-season, but might be open to a temporary agreement. Internally, Tottenham see Toney as an ideal fit for their attacking setup. With Dominic Solanke struggling to find consistent form since arriving in the summer of 2024, and Richarlison once again linked with a possible January exit, the club views Toney as the perfect player to strengthen their front line. His ability to combine physicality, finishing prowess and leadership on the pitch aligns perfectly with Thomas Frank's attacking philosophy. Toney himself is reportedly enthusiastic about the move, viewing a reunion with Thomas Frank at Tottenham as an opportunity to relaunch his Premier League career at one of England's most ambitious clubs. Sources close to the forward describe him as highly motivated and ready to prove he belongs back at the top level. From Tottenham's perspective, the deal represents both a sporting and strategic opportunity. The £100 million cash injection recently announced by the club's owners, the Lewis family, means there is significant financial flexibility heading into the January transfer window. Spurs intend to use this momentum to strengthen key positions. While Al-Ahli are said to be resistant to the idea of losing one of their main stars, Toney's desire to return to England could play a decisive role. Negotiations are expected to progress in the coming weeks, with Tottenham optimistic that an agreement can be reached before the winter window opens. Ivan Toney's comeback would not only bolster Tottenham's attacking options, but also reignite his hopes of leading the line for England at the 2026 World Cup in North America, a dream he is determined to chase. Juventus forward Dusan Vlahovic is once again at the centre of intense transfer speculation. At just 25 years of age and entering what many consider to be the prime years of his career, Vlahovic has drawn interest from several of Europe's elite clubs, most notably Tottenham, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. According to COYS, the striker has instructed his representatives to actively explore opportunities in the Premier League, as he views English football as the perfect stage to elevate his career and challenge for major honours. Despite ongoing interest from Spain, it is believed that Vlahovic's first choice would be to join a top English side, with Spurs currently seen as the most appealing destination. For Tottenham, this interest comes at a crucial time. The North London club are keen to strengthen their attacking options after an inconsistent spell in front of goal this season. Dominic Solanke, who was brought in to lead the line, has struggled to maintain form and fitness, leaving manager Thomas Frank with limited depth in attack. The potential arrival of a proven striker like Vlahovic could not only inject more firepower into the squad, but also bring competition and balance to the front line. The Serbian's blend of physical power, intelligent positioning and clinical finishing make him an ideal fit for the Premier League. His ability to link up play, dominate in aerial duels and score from both open play and set pieces would complement Tottenham's attacking style perfectly. Moreover, at 25, Vlahovic still has room to develop, and a move to England could help him reach his full potential under the right guidance. Tottenham's project has grown increasingly attractive to players of Vlahovic's calibre. Following recent investment and the appointment of a stable management structure, the club have made it clear they intend to compete seriously, both domestically and in Europe. Spurs' recent European success and their ambition to challenge for major trophies make them an enticing proposition for a striker who is eager to prove himself on the biggest stage. Vlahovic's contract with Juventus runs until 2026, but with renewal talks at a standstill, the Italian giants could be tempted to sell him before he becomes a free agent. Juventus are aware that losing him on a free transfer would be a financial blow, especially given that they paid a substantial fee to sign him from Fiorentina in 2022. For Tottenham, this situation could open the door to a bargain opportunity, with the club ready to move decisively if Juventus signal a willingness to negotiate. Sources close to Hotspur Way suggest that Tottenham's hierarchy see Vlahovic as a long-term solution at centre-forward, a player capable of leading the attack for years to come. Ultimately, all eyes will be on how the situation develops over the coming months. Should Spurs act quickly and convince Vlahovic of their project, the Serbian could soon be lighting up the Premier League in a white shirt. Spurs are reportedly intensifying their monitoring of Brentford's German winger Pounce Schade, a player who has quickly become one of the Premier League's most promising young wide forwards. The 23-year-old has shown remarkable progress since arriving in England, with his pace, agility and technical quality making him a standout performer in Thomas Frank's side. His growing influence has now attracted the serious attention of the North London club, who view him as a potential long-term addition to their attacking line. According to Florian Plettenberg, Tottenham have placed the Schade high on their list of summer transfer targets and are expected to evaluate a formal move towards the end of the current campaign. Spurs' recruitment department has been impressed by his ability to stretch defences, create opportunities in one-on-one situations and adapt seamlessly to the physical demands of English football. Given that he is already well settled in the Premier League, club officials believe he could slot into the Tottenham system with minimal adaptation time. Pounce Schade's current contract with Brentford runs until 2028, which means that any deal will require serious negotiation and a substantial financial commitment. Brentford, well known for being shrewd operators in the transfer market, are unlikely to let one of their most exciting players leave without securing a premium fee. However, Tottenham's growing ambition and financial strength could make them one of the few clubs capable of meeting Brentford's demands. From the player's perspective, the possibility of joining Tottenham Hotspur represents a major step forward in his career. Moving to a club with European ambitions and the infrastructure to compete at the highest level would not only enhance his development, but also give him the opportunity to fight for silverware, something Brentford, despite their progress, are not yet in a position to offer. It is understood that the winger is open to the idea of a move if the two clubs can reach an agreement that satisfies all parties. Tottenham's interest in the Pounce Schade comes as part of a broader plan to refresh their attacking options and add depth to the squad. While Spurs made several attacking reinforcements during the past transfer windows, the coaching staff reportedly believe that more competition is needed on the flanks, particularly to provide rotation and tactical flexibility in wide areas. The German international's profile fits perfectly with Tottenham's current strategy, targeting young, dynamic players who can grow under the club's project rather than short-term solutions. That said, Tottenham's hierarchy is still balancing priorities between signing a new wide player and strengthening the central striker position. While some within the club argue that more firepower through the middle should take precedence, others believe that adding another explosive winger could further elevate the team's offensive versatility. The club have also been linked with Antoine Semenyo, but the Pounce Schade is viewed as a more refined and tactically adaptable option. Brentford's willingness to negotiate will likely depend on how the rest of the season unfolds. If the player continues to perform at his current level, the Bees will be under no pressure to sell unless a significant offer arrives. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, And as always, come on you Spurs.